So how you talk to yourself is probably the most important thing. Hands down, period. That's all. The end of the video. No. Today we're talking about self-communication and how you can improve your self-talk, especially when you're in this building phase and you're getting back on your feet and you're building up your trust in yourself and your belief in yourself. There are a couple things that I have found to be very, very helpful. Couple tools. More detailed in the PDF as per usual. And also, actually, the first tip I made a video on my YouTube channel about, called "You Are Not Your Initial Reaction." But I still want to talk about it here for a second, in case you haven't seen that. So, when you have a negative thought, a intrusive feeling thought, not an intrusive thought that is like scary, harmful, violent, because I know that is a genre of intrusive thoughts, but an unwanted initial gut reaction. You are not your initial thought. You are your response to your thought. Because thoughts come at us. They just, you know how it works. You just, it just occurs in your brain. When you have a thought that you don't like and you immediately pull back from it, the most important thing you can do is distance yourself from that thought. And the phrase "I'm having the thought that" is very, very useful in this situation. I'm having the thought that I am scared of blank. I'm having the thought that I don't want to do blank. I'm having the thought, instead of just "I don't want to do blank." Because it's not you, it's the thought. So your first thought is an initial, it's your brain, it's like the monkey brain reaction to the situation. And your second thought is your reaction to the situation. So you are not your initial reaction, you are your second thought. That's the first thing I want to talk about very briefly. But the second thing that I want to get more in depth into is the mental board of advisors. Now, stay with me here. This is a little woo-woo, and I don't remember. I think it might have been Ryan Holiday from the Daily Stoic, who mentioned this. I'm not sure, but I love this concept so much. Basically, your mental board of advisors is the group of people that you would want to consult with your thought if you were given the opportunity to. The people who would respond to that thought better than, or differently than you would. So perhaps I brought my journal to class today, and I want to show you my little drawing of my mental board of advisors. So I've got on here some people that I know in real life, some friends, family members. I have my psychiatrist on here, my sister, my best friend, but I also have some people that I don't know. I have my mentor on here, Chloe. Shout out Chloe. Some people that I don't know personally, but who I believe their reaction to a thought would be helpful in my deciding on how to react to a thought. So I have on here, actually I won't out the strangers, because they're from the internet, so it's a little weird. But when you can harness someone else's perspective, it can be so helpful to distance yourself from the situation and bring in fresh thought that you might not have come up with on your own. And that's not to say that you are stealing it from them, obviously, but it's just when you have a problem and you're given that kind of like mentorship advice, you are likely to take it, more likely to take it from someone else and not from yourself. If you try to, I mean, self-communication is the title of this section, and it is about self-talk, but it is often very helpful to think in terms of another person that you respect greatly and that you would probably take their advice on the situation. And of all crazy things, I like to think about this as if they're actually in the room with me. So we'll say like my dad or my psychiatrist or someone not from the internet. If I'm sitting there thinking, I really don't think I can bring myself to do the dishes today. I'm feeling too depressed. I am feeling just burnt out, overwhelmed. Looking at the sink of dishes is contributing to that. I don't think I can do it. What would my dad say? What would my psychiatrist say? What would my best friend say? What would my sister say? You see where I'm going with this? So, my dad would say probably, he would say, can the dishes be done tomorrow? And I would go, yeah, technically you're right. My psychiatrist would say, would doing the dishes make you feel more accomplished, or would it make you feel pushed over the edge? I think my sister would probably say, if you do the dishes, you're going to feel better about yourself. So it's just a way to reframe the little things, especially the little things that can trip us up when we're coming out of a tough season, when we're coming out of a crisis, the things that come up that you don't really expect to be difficult, but getting back into a routine, you're gonna need guidance, and you can't always get guidance in real time from people. You can't always text a friend, you can't always reach out. And so having a group of people, a mental board of advisors, an MBA. You know what? I think it was Ali Abdaal, actually. It wasn't Ryan Holiday. I'm getting my internet men mixed up. Where is it? I'm trying to find it. Having an MBA of people. This is me on a TEDx stage because I want to give a TED Talk someday. Of people that you would trust their opinion can be a fantastic way to kind of coach yourself and to pull back from the situation. Again, distancing yourself from that first thought, from that initial hit of emotion, of feeling in your body that you don't want to do something, or you want to do something in the way you used to that you don't want to do anymore. Breaking a habit, that kind of thing. So, for this section, definitely have a think about who you would want on your mental board of advisors, who you would want to go to if you could go to anyone for advice. And the next time you're really feeling stuck, you're really feeling overwhelmed with a choice, decision, task, anything, picture them coming into the room and sitting next to you and going, what can I help you with right now? I promise you, it's a weird thought experiment, but it really helps and it really works. So I'll see you in the next one.